Modern neuroscience says the human mind can rewire itself for calm and resilience. But this isn't new. Centuries before brain scans or therapy existed, a philosopher in ancient Greece discovered the same process through pure observation. In this episode, we'll uncover how his method can help you silence anxiety, build confidence, and master your emotional state in the 21st century. You're watching Limitless Mindset, the channel where timeless philosophy becomes practical psychology. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and join a community of growth-focused individuals committed to unlocking mental strength and purpose. Today, we're exploring the teachings of Epicurus, a philosopher who lived over 2,300 years ago. Despite popular misconceptions, Epicurus didn't promote indulgence, he promoted balance. His goal was ataraxia, or tranquility of mind, a state of inner peace immune to external chaos. He founded a community known as the Garden, where people learned practical methods to cultivate resilience, calm, and sustainable happiness. In a world obsessed with power, wealth, and constant stimulation, Epicurus offered a radical alternative: happiness built on simplicity, clarity, and self-awareness. This philosophy is more relevant now than ever. Modern life bombards us with endless options, notifications, and comparisons. We live in an era of overstimulation, and yet we're more anxious than any generation before. Epicurus's methods cut through that noise, offering a clear blueprint for mental stability that neuroscience now validates. Epicurus taught that most emotional suffering comes from vain desires, goals based on comparison, ego, or external validation. He distinguished these from natural and necessary desires, those essential for health, friendship, freedom, and peace of mind. Modern psychology calls this distinction intrinsic versus extrinsic motivation. When your happiness depends on growth, learning, and meaningful relationships, it becomes stable and self-sustaining. When it depends on status, possessions, or approval, it becomes fragile and fleeting. Action step: the 3 desire test. Before any major decision or purchase, ask, is this desire based on genuine need or social comparison? Will it enhance my well-being long-term or offer only temporary pleasure? Am I pursuing this for personal growth or external recognition? This simple reflection aligns your actions with authentic purpose rather than reactive impulses. Epicurus believed that emotional pain often stems not from events themselves, but from how we interpret them. This insight predates cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, by over 2,000 years, and neuroscience now confirms it through neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to rewire based on thought patterns. Interpret challenges as threats, and you strengthen neural pathways of fear and stress. Interpret them as opportunities, and you reinforce pathways of creativity and problem-solving. Your brain literally reshapes itself according to how you think. Action step: the Epicurean reframe technique. When faced with stress, pause and ask, what actually happened? Versus, what story am I telling myself? What concrete evidence supports this interpretation? What other explanations could be equally true? What would I advise a friend to do in this same situation? This reframing separates fact from interpretation, restoring emotional balance and perspective. Epicurus placed friendship at the heart of a fulfilling life. He believed authentic relationships were not optional, they were essential to human flourishing. His community thrived on mutual respect, shared learning, and emotional support. Modern research, including the Harvard Study of Adult Development, confirms this. Strong relationships predict both happiness and longevity, more than wealth, IQ, or fame. True connection is the most reliable path to emotional well-being. Action step: the Epicurean circle method. Draw 3 circles. Inner circle: people who energize, encourage, and support your growth. Middle circle: neutral connections, acquaintances or coworkers. Outer circle: people who drain energy or diminish confidence. Spend more time with your inner circle, less with the outer. Over time, your mental environment will mirror this positive balance. True fulfillment comes from the second kind. Modern science mirrors this distinction through hedonic versus eudaimonic well-being. Hedonic pleasure is about feeling good in the moment. Eudaimonic pleasure is about living in alignment with your values and potential. Action step: the pleasure audit. Track your pleasures for 1 week. Label each as kinetic or katastomatic. Notice which brings momentary highs and which sustains contentment hours later. Shift gradually toward activities that nurture stability, like learning, mindfulness, or meaningful work. Epicurus's wisdom reveals that lasting peace comes not from escaping life's challenges, but from mastering how we respond to them. When you pursue intrinsic over vain desires, you free yourself from comparison. Practice rational thinking, you strengthen emotional stability. Invest in authentic relationships, you build reliable support systems. Cultivate enduring pleasures, you create a foundation of calm and confidence. This is the essence of eudaimonia, a life of flourishing through conscious growth and self-mastery. Your 30-day challenge. Choose one of the 4 practices from today's video and apply it daily for the next month. Transformation doesn't come from intensity, it comes from consistency. If this video gave you a new perspective on inner peace, hit like, subscribe, and share it with someone seeking balance in a chaotic world. And remember, peace isn't a place you find, it's a mindset you build. Thanks for watching Limitless Mindset. Stay curious, stay calm, and keep growing.